some members of this august House operate with the state chambers facilitating consent judgments. So where is the transparency, Madam Vice President? I thank you, Madam Speaker.
What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to JQ.
The owner of the matter, the Honorable Member for Lumezi.
Thank you so very much, Madam Speaker. Your Honor, Madam Vice President, you've talked of transparency as being the key components to fighting corruption. You've equally told this House that the DG of the Anti-Corruption Commission resigned yesterday. We know very well that when people are corrupt, you don't allow them to resign, you fire them, and you have them arrested, prosecuted. Madam Vice President, I must mention that since the year 1964, only the last 3 years have we seen unprecedented numbers of consent judgments on matters that have not undergone any court process. That is corruption. Madam Vice President, we must be sincere when we are talking to this subject for so many reasons. We've got Dr. Abraham Kaba's statement saying state chambers are involved in kickbacks. And, Madam Speaker, some of those state chambers affiliated to your members in here. Could it be Tom was coerced to resign as DG because he came for those members that are being called as state chambers? Your Honor, Madam Vice President, the issue of state chambers, we are told secretly that some people from state chambers are appearing before the Anti-Corruption Commission and are still in office, no resignation, no one fired.
You can summarize your question.
Madam Vice President, what is it that we should believe from your responses, that there is transparency only when people are resigning and others from the state chambers are still occupying office as at now? Some members of this august House operate with the state chambers facilitating consent judgments. So where is the transparency, Madam Vice President? I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Order. Her Honor, the Vice President.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and I would like to sincerely thank the Honourable Member who brought, in fact, this question to the House, who says you say that transparency is key to the fight against corruption. That is true. But maybe we need to define transparency in an investigation. Is it to announce to the public who you are investigating and how you are investigating? Is that the transparency you want? Do you want people to say, Nalumango, we are investigating you? Is that the kind of transparency? I don't think that's what it means here. I don't think that's what it means. Transparency, yes, we will follow it. But when the issue comes to the surface and everybody becomes suspicious, I think like it was proposed from Ron, you get rid of them because everybody will view them with suspicion. Or they themselves, on their own, we will have to vacate office to allow. But for a person who has not been told we are investigating you, and I think the investigative wings have a right to investigate without telling the person. You can't tell a person you are investigating that we are investigating you. And if that person doesn't know, then you can't ask them to leave office. After all, they don't know what you are looking for. So indeed, in this transparency, doesn't mean that everything the investigative wing takes on, people must resign. No. Or people must be fired. No. Now, the Honourable went to the consent judgments, that they are consent judgments without court processes. Is that a true, Counsel? No. The little I know. Colleagues, let me speak the little I know. I don't want to declare myself like Honourable. like Honorable Mpundu to say I am a lawyer, otherwise you will take me to the bench and I will not fit. But from the little that I know, you cannot give a consent judgment without court process. Yeah. Basically, yeah, that is what I know. Basically, this consent judgment comes out because prosecution has failed. This is what I understand. When prosecution has failed, that means now the person who was alleged to have committed a crime or punished wrongly has a right to claim. So, it is important. That's why even when you say, my honorable son, even when you say people must be arrested, you end up arresting so many, and at the end of the day, you lose cases, then they will ask for, for compensation. That is not the way you want to go. So this, I know, comes through a court process, where the court has declared a person, for example, who was, beaten, who was imprisoned, who was battered, in court, proven innocent. That's when it goes to the claim, and then the claim, there is consent. Thank you, madam.
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, J Cool, and turn on the notification bell, cause I'm gonna see you in the next video.